was too far gone, too messed up, too sinful. Too much bad stuff. I'm here to tell you today, he ain't mad at you. He's not disappointed in you. He's not frustrated with you. He's not angry with you. He's not looking at you with a scowl on his face. There's a smile. He's proud of you. You're his kid. You're his son. You're his boy. His little boy. Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. And you have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. And all the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. And I couldn't earn it, and I don't deserve it. Still you give yourself away. And all the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. I was your fault, still your love fought for me. And you have been so, so good to me. Where I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. And you have been so, so kind to me. And all the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. And oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. And I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it. Still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Yeah. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Yeah, there's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No, no, no. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. No, no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No, no, no. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. And all the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. And oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99, and I couldn't earn it. I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. And all the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Yeah. There's only love, only love, only love in the eyes of my Savior. There's only love, only love, only love in the eyes of my Father. There's only love.
Alrighty,
only
Chad.
love,
Good morning.
only
Good morning.
love in the eyes of my Maker.
Third stream for me.
Only love.
Hope you guys are doing well this morning. We're going to get straight into it. Keeks, I'm going to ask you to start us off today. I just need to pop a quick email.
All good, my brother.
So I'm going to head over to the K zone. Okay, Rizzle.
Alright, ladies and gents. Okay, let's start off here. So we're going to start with the dollar. Nothing really on the news side for you guys today. Just PCE, final GDP for the quarter. But yeah, we'll see that come out this afternoon, 2:30. But that's pretty much it. So nothing really you need to worry about over there. I still think obviously the main event for this week is tomorrow, all roads lead to CPI. But that'll be a story for another day. Let's go into the charts. So what have we seen here? So dollar, as I said to you guys yesterday. Now I need to see confirmation. Now two things happened with us yesterday. We still obviously have the gap that never closed. We did see bearish momentum trade down, but we did see that weekly S2 hold quite nicely for it and push back up. We are still around that 200. So again, that's where we really flipped, as I said, from a bullish to more neutral outlook. Because at the end of the day, two things are going to happen. You want to see this run, and the first thing is that we obviously had a strong pushback off of that weekly S2. We closed relatively close to this, and as you can see, opening up, we are holding at 200. So for me, we haven't taken daily highs yet and then starting to pull back. So what I want to potentially see is that this could open up in the sense of open up, and we can go bullish. We can close that gap and then trade. But as I say, that's the only reason I'm going to stay neutral, because if we do take the high first and then we start to turn around, very simple, we just fall all the way to the downside after that. But just going to monitor, see what happens there. When we look at the 4 hour, we can see already that was the push after yesterday into weekly S2, and just looking quite strong as we approach these highs, because this is that area. Two things are going to happen. We are either going to see momentum basically come in here, and this level is either you want to see this punch right through. Otherwise, if it fails, we could even just tap and then sink to the downside. Okay, so just monitor that with the dollar. Going over to indices, I'm going to quickly go over that for you guys. Nothing too crazy there that you guys really need to focus on for the day. Nice big bullish move. But the big thing for me is that we obviously had an idea of yesterday you either were going to continue or you could get potential sells. Now, we did get a nice bit of a pullback, but when you think of it, it was just grinding. It was very hard to actually get a move. When if you think of it, this time yesterday we were up 3%, more than 3% on the market, and today we are basically at market open or daily open. So completely opposites from yesterday. But when we do look at, two things are still happening. Very much a neutral day for me, or a neutral position where we stand. And that's because we're obviously coming off this monthly R1. So if we hit the monthly R1 and we do reject, as we have basically over there, the idea is that we are going to be trading back down to the monthly pivot, okay? But what do we need to see? We are not seeing any volume come in, and that signals to us two things are going to happen. As we start to slow down, I'm not going to be naive to the idea that we are starting to accumulate. And when we start seeing this happen, two things are going to happen. We're either going to punch through and go to the downside, or we're going to punch through, go bearish. And in that essence, that's obviously where we had a little bit of a true gap here, where firstly that's going to become your target, and then that monthly pivot. So we're going to want to just watch out for that. But as it stands, a little bit of a neutral one. When we drop down to the 5 minutes, you guys are going to see again, compared to yesterday, Asia range much smaller, a lot tighter. Not really seeing anything I'm liking here. All your EMAs are close together, so I can just say, if you guys are going to trade indices, whether it's now London, whether it's New York today, just be careful, because we are going to see an explosive move come after this, okay? Then lastly, gold. Again, interesting as well. We've been trading quite bullish. I'm still going to stick to a bullish outlook. Now, two things have happened here. We obviously traded quite bullish, went all the way to the weekly R1, tested that nicely, had our pullback. Now, we did still close above the monthly pivot, and that is holding for us. We did unfortunately have a little bit of a gap down, and that's obviously what just changed things a little bit there for us. But what we want to see is what happens here now. Do we trade back up and hold the monthly pivot, or do we hold underneath that monthly pivot and reject for a little bit? So what I ideally want to do is, I think these markets are, because it's kind of a no-brainer, it's a win-win for gold in this situation with what's happening in the war. So two things are going to happen, and that's why I want to just say that neutral idea, because if we can run bullish, this thing really can start to ramp up. Again, one of these guys put out another freaking tweet and it ramps. Otherwise, we can break previous daily low and take Asia low. As it stands, though, I will take a little bit more of a bullish stand, as I say, purely because of that idea of holding the monthly pivot, and we did still close above. Sorry, guys. But we can see the previous daily low was actually swept, and then the turnaround. So if you were awake at 2 o'clock in the morning, that was beautiful. And you actually would be done for the day, because that is the most basic of basics we've taught you guys on reversals of a previous daily low or high. See the sweep, there's your entry. And again, Prodigy, I think if you guys know what strategy you would have used for that trade, would have been very nice. But again, that's for anyone who trades at 2 o'clock in the morning. But as we sit here right now, absolute range, guys. Now, the thing for me with this, you have to understand, is there's not really structure I can follow on this. Higher time frames, yes, very nice to have an idea of where you want to go. But when you talk structure, if you think of it that way, the same your trend line traders are going to trade. You're bullish. What happened? You broke that. Now you've gone back in. So firstly, that is your sells. Then your sells faked out. Okay, no, we're going to go back into the range. So it's a buy. Then what happened? You rejected and went back into sells. So, okay, cool, we're trying to make sells again, and then it breaks, and we're going to go back into buys. So, where it's sitting right now, this really is just basically a no-trade level, if I'm being honest with you guys. So, I'm going to need to wait and see something happen, a little bit of volume, something just change the story a little bit there for us. But we can even see, again, the 200 also lining up quite closely, so we are really starting to build everything up nice for that potential breakout. So you guys just have to monitor it. As it stands, I think Kribber said it nicely yesterday, London is just shit right now. But nonetheless, here we are. So we'll see what happens. If I don't get the trade here, I don't get it now, and then we just take it over to New York session. But that's pretty much going to be everything I'm looking at for the day, yeah, guys. So we're going to have to just see what happens. But I will just say, on the other side, I do think poly markets is gonna be coining with the money, because I don't see that ceasefire lasting much longer. I mean, Iran tweeting again the way Israel's going on. If they do not stop with their bombing, they are going to hit them back hard. So, yeah, I don't think that ceasefire is going to be lasting much longer, guys.
Sorry, Chad. I'm back. Okay. Okay. Keegs already went through fundamentals. Dollar. Let's quickly have a look here. Few things that I just want to show you guys here quickly on the dollar. On the daily, we spoke about it. We had this nice little trajectory to the upside. We have now started to break down from this overall consolidative range. Okay, so 200 EMA is sitting somewhere up there. If I just show you guys, I think it's somewhere. I know it's here. Sorry, it's sitting there. I do think, weirdly enough, what's going to happen here is we're gonna close that gap. Okay, whether it be today or tomorrow, that gap is going to be closed, and that's going to determine whether we continue lower and whether we just come back inside of this range. Okay, because we had a fake out above the range. Okay, and then you could also see a fake out below the range, and then we just trade back inside it. Okay, so very, very interesting here on the dollar. And if I'm looking at it from a lower time frame perspective, if this thing will load, are we loading? We are. Okay, so from a lower time frame perspective, we can see obviously quite a big break to the downside from yesterday. And then what I want to show you guys is two things here. Okay, if you look at that value area from yesterday where we were trading, you can see that we actually broke out of that, and our point of control is sitting higher than it was sitting yesterday. So I'm going to say, if the dollar holds this area today, you're actually going to see a bullish move. All right, so this area you need to monitor. Okay, that's all I need to focus on here today. A move higher, we could see something go into this gap for that gap fill. So don't be surprised, like he said, if something changes, some tweets start flying and things start to shift. Gold daily, let's quickly have a look at gold on the daily. Daily, weirdly enough, it feels like we are just going to range here for a bit. Quite a nice move from these lows. A little bit of a fake out back into the range there. So gold looking somewhat fragile. Not going to lie to you guys. We are trading very close to the monthly VWAP, which is sitting here. A lot of consolidation around it now, trading above it. What I'm going to look for here today is actually two things. I'm either going to look for some shorts above here, all right, closer to that zone, or I'm actually going to start looking for some longs here at the previous daily low. So I'm going to see what gold does, but currently very, very overlapping, very choppy, very range bound, so nothing clear and concise there. DAXy, same thing. If you look at DAX on the daily, beautiful bullish close yesterday, absolutely massive. I think that could be the biggest daily range we've had so far this year. And what I want to show you guys is previously, once we started breaking down this 200 EMA, you can see there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days we traded around that 200. A couple of days later we came back there. So now we're on the other side of the coin. I would not be surprised if we play around in this area for the next coming days, weeks, again on weeks, maybe week. So I'm just saying that we're gonna monitor that. Something that I want to show you guys, that value area low yesterday, very range bound, very chop. expected after a massive move like that. So did actually start to trade below that value area from yesterday. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I think we're just going to chop in and between these levels. So it's a case of, if we start trading a little bit lower, we want to try and get it back up. If we start trading high, we want to get it back down. But again, nothing too clear here. It is looking somewhat bearish to me. All right, not going to lie to you guys. Just purely, not overly bearish, but just for that retest on the 200 EMA. Bitcoin as well, let's quickly have a look at it. Daily actually, let me just show you guys quickly here. I don't know why I lost that. If we go to the high of the year, okay, and we pull a VWAP there, I think I showed you guys yesterday, anchored VWAP. You can actually see yesterday again finding resistance there. All right, so if bulls are really going to take control, they're going to need to get above that. Otherwise, like I said, still pain ahead. Yesterday closing week bearish, very choppy. For me, I do think this is some type of topping pattern. All right, taking previous or taking session high like that, straight up reversal, then bouncing between the value areas, then breaking lower. So I'm going to say potential shorts there, all right, trading it back, and then potential longs there on the EQ. All right, those are the two ideas. Nothing in the middle here. Want to get involved in the edges. Then last but not least, we've got 3 minutes left. Nasdaq daily, beautiful candle closure as well. Massive range. I want you guys to look at these 3 levels, okay? All 3 of these levels are important, okay? Why are they important? 2 things. We found a lot of supply there, and we found big reaction. All right, big reaction around those levels. So again, market has got a memory. If it induced selling there previously, it could induce selling again, but it could also act as potential demand areas. So there's 3 zones. Those 3 zones are clearly shown on the screen here. So yesterday, trying to bounce there, failed. Resistance there again, started to trade lower. Then we started to bounce off that lower zone. Okay, so it is just chopping and playing in between those zones. Okay, yesterday's value area low, still holding as support, but again, very choppy, very range bound. So what are we going to look for? We can potentially look for some buys in this area if it holds. If it starts breaking lower, could see a breakout move to the EQ. Otherwise, we are looking for potential sells. Okay, we're not expecting breakouts after that massive move from yesterday. We are looking for consolidation, our small range days. Okay, that is everything. Did I miss anything?
Don't think so.
I don't think I missed anything. Chad, did I miss anything? Stay away from gold. Leave it to... I will, my brother. Don't stress. I am absolutely thrilled that we've got a pro in the chat here. So I feel very safe and comfortable that we've got a pro here. But Chad, JSE, happy birthday, my brother. Ezekiel. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm also staying away from it. I'm not a pro, so I'm with you on that. Guys, yeah, it's Jake's birthday. Emil's birthday tomorrow. Emil, I think you will remind us, but in advance, we're just gonna say happy birthday in advance. But Chad, markets are not open yet. Okay. Price action is looking beautiful. Price action is looking sexy, geeks. If I've ever seen sexy price action, it's this.
Ah, bro, we're gonna make moves today.
Licking my lips for these. Wow. Oh, yo. Somebody said they're going to trade Asia. How did that go? Chat markets are open and in motion, Keys. I don't even know what round. Is this supposed to be round 7, if I'm not mistaken? Round 7, unofficial round 5. Ding, ding, ding. Since Asia manipulate. Jax, I don't know, my brother. These markets, I don't know shit, my bro, if I'm being honest. The way it's trading now, I don't know a thing. It's vibe markets, so there's no right or wrong. Vibe markets.
We're gonna watch the volume completely disappear. Even though there wasn't any volume to start with, it's not gonna become micro volume.
Micro volume. Micro volume. No, I'm not taking a trade. I'll just observe what is going on here.
Chris is just here for vibes today.
Wow. Yo, this looks juicy. This looks absolutely juicy.
You gotta have faith in it, bro. It will
Yo.
come together.
If I've ever seen some juicy price action, it's this. I'm not gay no more.
These are the markets we were all asking for, bro, remember? Everyone like, I can't wait for Trump markets. So again,
What's the one day? I would love the sells from previous days low. Talking about gold, my brisky. Can't be. Good. To me, it just looks good for the sells. Gold. Sells look good for me from here. And then buys look good from there. Anything in here is just relatively range bound. And then looking and then there's that level from yesterday. A lot of rejection. Yo, this thing could do ugly thing.
No, I think if people aren't paying attention today, like, you can get hurt in these markets.
Yeah, DAX. No. Our ranges are way too tight. I would buy from closure outside of Asia. I just want to. I'm on the 4-minute chart. Oh, this is a juicy level. If I was a London trader, I would look for something here, Keeks.
That only if you were a London
If I was a
trader.
London trader, but I'm a London observer.
A London observer.
Yeah, a lot of rejection there.
So Chris has ditched London for real. Give it a day.
All right, Chad, I'm entering shorts right now. I'm kidding. I'm not entering anything.
My boy's gonna get FOMO.
No, but honestly, the shorts, I'm not taking it. I don't even have my terminal open. The idea, I like this idea. Value area there. I don't think it's going to be cleaned down. If anything, that's the idea there. And the reason I say that is yesterday this entire area we were bouncing from it. Okay, and then during Asia overnight we traded back below it. And now we're struggling to get through it. Alright. This looks very similar to NAS yesterday. I just want to show you guys NAS there yesterday. So during the session, your value area was actually there. Okay, your value area high was there. Just a lot of rejection there, and it traded back beautifully to your POC. But yeah, I'm not taking anything.
You sure, bro? Not even one bullet.
Not even anything, my bro. But this would be the idea. This would have been my idea. We spiked the highs. I would monitor this point of control. Okay, that's where you could pause, and then I would monitor the current value area low for this session. But yeah, no, I'm sidelining myself. Sidelining myself. And then yeah, also we traded back inside of this value area high. So yeah, I'll just monitor that. Gold short. Oof, absolutely not, my brother. I don't even think if I go to a higher time frame it looks any better, no.
No.
Hourly? Nah, it's still oh no, it still looks pretty bad.
This gold has a short on with your name all over it, Chris.
Nah, Jared, I swear to you, I'm not executing anything today. I'll just observe.
Market's very weak today, guys. Let's see.
You guys want to do a masterclass or something?
Who?
Wow, price is so shitty.
We could, but I think we do have a masterclass on Saturday.
Keeks, you're actually right. We've got a masterclass.
There is a masterclass on Saturday, ladies and gents.
I'm in shorts at 29. 29 on gold or... I don't think it's bad, Jen. I don't think it's bad. Only thing I would say is this little value area for the session. Just monitor that. Could have like a little pump fake. I would love to get short there. Are you in the... No, Raven. I'm vibe trading.
Vibe trading.
I just draw this and I look at it, and then afterwards I can say, wow, I had no risk in this. And it feels good.
That's the way to trade, bro. Screw this no risk, no Rari. If there's no risk, there's no losses.
Bro, that is exactly. Like, stop the bleed. Put a bandage on it. Raven is like, shit, I entered this and I need to hold it for 10 minutes. I can't even close it now. Chris, damn you. Raven, are you in it, my brother? I did, okay. No, but Raven, I'm honest, like, I like the idea of the shorts, to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to be smoothed down, all right, just purely of how corrective it's been. Okay, so, but I do think we need some more downside before we can see some more upside. So I really like it, but I'm not taking it. Like, I cannot say, oh, I'm not trading London, and then I trade London. So yeah, but nice. Yeah, I think if you, Raven, I think this could be a plausible target. The only thing is how we've been trading from yesterday is we've just been rotating between the value area highs and the value area lows. So I would say monitor this area, this value area low, and maybe take some off there if you want to, but we're just gonna see like that rotation between value area high and low. Chris, even if the most perfect, no, Dwayne, I'm not taking anything today. I want to focus for NYSE. I will give you guys ideas. I'm really. Oh, Jenny. Let's raise a glass to Jen. Just absolutely milking these shorts, Keegs.
Yeah.
Jen said she likes her men like she likes her gold. Short. Was that not what you said, Jen? Were you more like a tall guy type of gal? What do you rate? Do you think Jen is that... How tall are you, Jen? Bro, do you think some women like that they are much taller than their men? Like this power complex.
I think there must be some.
I'm 5.4. Damn, Jen, you're gonna need to work with me in the metric system, yeah. What is 5.4 in centimeters? We gotta work metrics here. 5.4 160. Okay, 160 162. Do we have a tape measure here, Keeks?
I
think
we
we
always
do.
lose it.
What is 1.6 like? What is Caitlin's height?
174 or something.
What is Caitlin 174?
No, maybe 164. Yeah.
Okay,
164,
so
I think it is.
So Jen is as tall as Katalin. Oh, my enemy. Oh, Jen. Oh, Jen. Absolutely.
I hit TP there 1-1. Hey.
Oh, Raven. Ravy.
The boys eating early in the morning, yeah.
Ravo. I'm doing this for you guys. Me not being in is giving you guys the liquidity.
Yeah, bro.
Me not being in is giving you guys the liquidity.
What are you doing, Chris Daly, today?
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put up a contract, Keeks.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna physically partake in the trades, but I will charge a management fee. That way all of the trades will win. What do you rate?
It could work. It could work.
Good stuff, Ray-Ban. Beweeg daai. Weirdly enough, this morning, Etty, when I saw some beweging, when I dropped my daughter off at school, I don't know why, I thought about Etty. Beweeg die deeg. Oh, Etty. Bro, so I do this thing in the morning. I don't know if my daughter likes it, but what me and Daniel does, like we drop her off, and as she walks close to the front gate, we both open up our windows and we start shouting at her, and we just make her feel very uncomfortable in front of the rest of the people. But that's
Yeah, no, bro. I'm pretty sure she loves that.
so. This morning I was flying solo, so I had to keep the tradition alive. Yo, bro, it looks like she wanted to run through that gate. There was a lot of people. I'm like, Nike, Lifio, lekker dag. Shay, bro, that child is like, what is my dad doing? Daniel's out of the window. Oh, I'm that dad, guys. I'm that dad. Kribby, I think ons twee is mekaar se spirit animals. Oh, I love it. Oh, you're not going to be that dad, Keeks. I know you're going to be that
Probably
dad.
right there. Especially if they give me attitude at home.
Bro, so last night when I made Daniel's tea, he's like very serious. He's like, listen, yeah, I don't want the tea cold. I want it like you make that, how they make my short cappuccino. He thinks he's getting a cappuccino when I get that baby chino for him. He's like, the heat I want is like my short cappuccino. Can you do that for me? I'm like, dude, I can do that for you. He's like, thank you. I want my tea like I take my short cappuccino.
Daniel's a little G, bro.
Yo, that guy. Yesterday morning, he's like, are you going to take the grande? I'm like, nah, just take the tool. He's like, when I'm bigger, I'm going to take the grande, but for now, I'll take this short. He thinks these ones are short. I'll take the short. But when I'm bigger, I'm telling you now, I'm taking the grande.
Taking the grande then.
Yo, that child can talk, my bro. Papa, papa. Papa, papa. Weet van die hartebees. En die blou springbok. It doesn't say blou wildebees. Die blou springbok. Good morning, Bryce. I'm still waiting for you, my brother. Do you want to talk some automation here? We want to talk some automation. Chronic is here, my friend. I have sent it. Okay, I apologize, Bryce. I must just check my... No, I haven't checked it, so I'm just... We got some great Bryce action.
Yeah, I see that being quite accurate.
Bryce action. Vibes. Love the vibe, guys, always. Bro, Bryce looks like that guy that's just energetic. Like you would want to be around him. Let me just go and look at his photo again. Nah, bro. Bryce, is that really you? Or is that AI, bro? His head has got good symmetry. Nah, bro. Bryce just looks like he knows what he's doing. Love it. Oh, Bryce. Just absolutely a weapon with automation. Bryce, how old are you, my brother? Could I be the AI? Okay, sorry, man. Nee, ek was ernstig. Yes, bro. So you still need to live life a little bit. Keegs has lived life in the last 3 years. Keegs?
I'm losing my hair at a rapid rate. At this point, I don't know if it's fair because I'm not losing my hair as quick as I'd want to be making money. So it's like it's not a good trade-off.
Keegs has experienced life a little bit. Yo, bro, it eats you up, my dude.
Bro.
But have you ever been in that spot where you're laying at night and you know that on your overdraft, like your credit card's maxed out, your overdraft has got one debit order wrap, then you
bro, flip, I was there, what was it, two years ago? Well, I still came and I spoke to you.
And you lay in the evening and it's like, Alright, boys, this is one more debit order run. And then I want to take my car and run it into a bridge. Oh, so you've been there.
Alright.
Did you also think about putting the car into a bridge or not? Or were you...
Bro, I feel when you're there, almost every single thing goes to your head.
Yo, my bro. I don't wish that upon anyone.
But when you have everything, well, you think you have everything coming together, and then you lose everything. I feel that's probably one of the hardest battles, is the second time you have to build everything back up. Because then your mental space is in such a dark place.
What do you think puts you in that dark space? Because if we think about it, if you lose everything, I think it's more ego. Because we still young, we still have ability. I think it's more ego thing. That's why we go into some sort of depression, because we validate ourselves against what other people are doing, and then when we fall on our face, it's like, wow, bro, ego is a little bit tweaked now. What do you rate?
Nah, I do agree with that. I think it goes to the idea, the first time you do something, it's that whole thing of, I've got nothing to lose, so you know what, let's go for it. But when you're at that
you've
peak,
got something.
you've got everything to lose now. It's a complete mindset shift.
I think more it's an ego thing for me. I think when I was in that spot, it was an ego thing where I'm like, I'm an intelligent guy. How did you get to this stage? And it's like, wow, you're actually not an intelligent guy. You're pretty fucking stupid. You're actually a little retarded. No, 100%. It's like, bro, oh, yeah, I'm an engineer. What an MBA, but you're a fucking idiot. And I think once you put that ego aside, and it's like, listen, yeah, I threw the dice, yeah. I got absolutely mollywopped. Like, you're not actually that smart. And that is when you can start to rebuild. Because some of the most successful people I know aren't very smart. No, really. The thing with them is that they just have that dog in them, Keeks.
That dog.
That dog, my bro. Like, they will outlast you. They will get kicked in the face by life, and they are just gonna stand up. You still crying and listening to Tony Robbins, they back to work.
That is true, bro.
I think it's the more feeling of how quickly. Yeah, Jared, I agree with you. Yeah, ETA, Chad, there's comparison is the thief of joy. Just keep pushing. Yeah. I think what everyone truly wants is peace and joy, Keeks.
Peace and joy. I can see that.
Mona, is that you? Monza B5G. Is it our Mona? Because
I think it is.
he had a different username. I'm just gonna mod him. Is that your main account, big dog? Like we're mod. How do you make, brother? It's difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, Mona, ek gaan net mod daaroor. So jy's gerange nou. You know what? It's not easy. I'm gonna be very honest with you. And everything in hindsight, you think, oh yeah, why did you just not pick yourself up? Because what happens when you're in that spot is you just spinning around in your own shit, if I can put it that way, Keeks. It's like you don't see the light. You're not thinking clearly. All you're doing is in your mind, it's like this clusterfuck of just all the issues, and it's like you almost psych yourself out. And then you need to come to a point and you need to sit down and say, okay, let's calm it down. Let's quickly take stock of where you're at. Because it's almost like like I told you guys, every time I had to log into my banking app, it was like I wanted to cry. It's like it's almost like that you want to be an ostrich. You want to just stick your head in the ground and think, okay, everything's going to be fine. So the big thing is you take stock. You say, okay, let me sit down, get a piece of paper, and Keeks will tell you I've had this discussion with various people. Take a piece of paper and you're like, all right, what shit am I in? And you note it down. It's like, okay, I am in debt of X amount. Alright, that's the debt I'm in. I don't have a job maybe. Okay, that is quite a big one. And you list everything. Alright, then from there, alright, now you've got a little bit of a list. So you've taken all of these things in your head, you've put it on paper. Now, next thing, it's like, okay, how do I tackle each of these? Okay, the debt issue, let me go check my budget. Maybe I cut some expenses, maybe I do some things, and I plan on attacking the debt that way. Job, okay, how do I get a job? I'm going to apply. I'm going to use AI to help me do a very good CV, a very good cover letter, have some SEO words in there if the company I'm applying for uses some type of shortlisting software. Do all of that. So then once you've identified the issue and now you've got a little bit of a plan set together, it feels more aligned. Like now you can wake up in the morning and know, okay, I've got this mountain, but I'm climbing it one step at a time. And that's the only way you're going to get past it. Because what makes us unhappy is that if we've got an issue, that we don't have a plan on how to solve it. But even if your plan is pretty shit, you at least have a plan, okay? And you can work that plan out as you go. But not having a plan is the issue. I don't know if that helps, my brother. So I always like to say, I think I told Keeks as well, write it down. Did I not tell you to also write it down?
Yeah. Because it's easier to visualize something when you see it.
So the goal is not to stay stuck. No, the goal is to attack it. Think of it as a privilege to be in a position of struggle. Think of it as a task. Think of it as something that you can overcome. Don't think of it as, oh, I want to get out of this as quickly as possible. Think of it as, no, how can I learn from this? How can I excel from this? How can I grow myself from this? Don't think of it as something that you want to get out of as quickly as possible. And I've said it so many times, life happens to everyone, right? Everyone has been kicked in the teeth. Everyone has got a sad story. Everyone has got a battle they're facing. It's not all sunshine and roses. That is life. Life happens. That is why I say it's important to at least believe in something. I'm not forcing you to be a Christian or Muslim or whatever, but you need to believe in something bigger than yourself in this life. Because that's what gives us hope.
And gold's right back bullish again.
$100%, Jared. Withdrawals came in early this AM. How's the week been? Alles okay by the ice. Hey Brian. Tax is keeping us awake at night. Taxes are too turned up.
Right on.
Geeks. Talking about that, we need to remind me we need to chat to Anne. Brian, so you haven't been trading gold. What is gold? What is that? Woo! Gold, my bro.
The guys are over it now.
Yeah, Brian, what have you been trading on gold though? Trend line breaks, so what are you? Yeah, this thing is messy, my bro. Oh, range trades, okay. Yeah, Thulen, like I said, yeah, it's just gonna rotate between this value area low and value area high. So I'm ideally looking for a good position either there or somewhere down there. But in between, like it can break up, like if it starts holding outside here, but how flat VWAP is, I don't think you'll get a trend move. I think we'll just rotate between these value areas. Gigs, I joke, I did take the tax off.
No, you didn't.
I just didn't want to tell the guys.
Oh, this man, yeah, Chad.
I don't want to talk on my end. Nah, it was too good to not to take. Yeah, I'm out there, guys. So every time you guys jump in with me,
Alright, so it's our fault now.
nah, bro. So when everyone else jumps in it with me, I was gonna trade in silence. I did put it on there, so this is a live stream. It's not a signal service, so. And I did say you can go to there, but I just locked in that. I just locked in that little section there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just a little.
I'm always catching some moves there.
Silent mentorship. Hey, you must pull your own trigger. Ravy! Where's Ravy? Ravy, don't be greedy, my brother.
Didn't he go out earlier when he said he had 1-to-1? Or was he holding?
No, I think I had to hold 10 minutes. Ravo! Asia Low Tech. Jakes, like I said this morning, the way we've been bouncing off this level and we've been losing momentum, I do expect some type of move down. Only issue is how to engage this, because you would have ideally, the only issue is here, your point of control was so close to that value area high, but you would have wanted to catch it almost like with DAX, where you catch it there on the high and you at least have that room to your POC just for management, where this was literally basically on your point of control. But look, if we start trading in this zone here, it could literally mirror that move down. Let's see if DAX. Yeah, it could literally mirror that move down. Yeah, Nas is not. JSE. I would say, Jax, if you... Nah, bro. This thing is... Nah, I'll rather check for reversals, Jax. Just trade back to POC. Like what gold's also doing. So yeah, Jakes, I would say wait for, if your session value area can shift somewhere here, then just wait for it to regain it. I wouldn't look for continuations though. Kulele, how are you, my brother? It has been a minute. Kribo, hoe voel jou septum? O ja, Etty, joh, die septum is bietjie vernietig met John. Ek kan nie onthou dat Keys was my nose always this skew, bro.
It doesn't look different to me.
So this is how bad it's been.
Well, I don't know if it's been bad. It's more, I haven't... Bro, you remember you asking a guy these things. I'm not gonna be able to define details I've noticed in your nose.
Let me see, your septum isn't bad though. Go up. Nah, bro, your septum is straight, my dude. Jakes, I wouldn't short there, my brother. I'm very honest with you. I'm very, very honest with you. I'll rather look for longs here.
Markets. It's just, they make you feel alive in the morning.
Where I will get short, JSE, is if we've got a corrective pullback to there. But not here. Don't chase it. And then if you look at dollar, what we spoke about here this morning. What time did we open? 9. Okay, so you see markets are just ranging between these value areas. Same with gold, just Crispin Kaiser. Yeah, look, JSE trend is expected to continue. So if it's going to continue lower, a pullback into that zone is not going to hurt, because if you look at this zone previously yesterday, holding as support, it broke down. That was a failed move lower, started to close back above, a little bit of a double bottom. Then obviously here again, this was this morning, yeah, during Asia, again tried to hold below, So if it's going to hold below there, like the retest should fail. So if this is a valid short zone and we are actually now closing below that area, then simple, quick math, rejection. But if we close back inside, then we go back up here again. Also, if you're a trendline trader, you'll look for longs there. If you were a trendline break trader, you would have been in shorts there. So you just play it in between the trend lines. If you're an SMC trader, you just wait for the supply demand flip there.
Just catering for everyone there, bro.
Are you talking about these, Brian? Now look at the dollar on the daily. This is what I told the guys, which I think is going to mess with a lot of guys. And I've seen it so many times is, look at this quickly. Okay. For the most part, trend lines get a retest on that backside. And like I said, I don't know if it's going to be CPI or what, but there's going to be a retest there. Guys, this is just your 5-day moving average, alright? So it just takes your previous 5 days. It's also a key level that you can put on your charts for indices. I don't know if it really works with gold. Gold is just a different animal. I've got a meeting at 10:30. Yeah, let's just see this value area low here, Keegs. You've lifted my load. My head. Your lazy burden is so light. What are your opinions on the MSG guy from Kimberley? He's a unit. He's an absolute tank. Yeah, I think he's a big guy. That's my thoughts on him. That grin when talking about trend. Dude, trend lines work. I don't know why guys hate on it. The issue with trend lines is guys don't know how to manage trades. And trend lines work. I've told you guys, some of the best trading months I had was using trend lines. There's literally traders making a lot of money using trend lines. There's nothing wrong with the trend line.
Trend lines for the win.
I've showed you guys, bro. It's like, I don't know why it works, but dude, trend lines work, bro. Look at that. You gotta make this up. Go pull a trend line, for instance, here. Tell me why the price bounced there. Like, if I pulled something, bro, trend lines work. The thing is, when guys start to do their own weird shit with the trend lines, bro, you can even pull prophetic trend lines. Me and Japes call these prophetic ones, where you normally pull it from the highs. We had a little special one. We used the prophetic gigs.
Prophetic ones.
Yeah, so you actually pull them on the lows like this, bro. When that man came to me the one morning and is like, "Hey, bro, look at this. I found something." I'm like, "Dude, you need to stop this. You've gone too deep down the trend line rabbit hole." Literally called it the prophetics. I think Laz would know, bro. Laz, you remember the prophetics, my bro. The prophetics. Look at that. These were the prophetics. So you don't pull the highs, you pull the prophetic lows. Laz, you remember the prophetics? Yo. Still use my... Bro, nothing wrong with trend lines. The young 3 touch on the prophetic. Yes, up until we got absolutely murdered that 1 month. You murderous. See you now. But yeah, no, trend lines work, guys. Vista, it all depends, man. It all depends. If you are gonna scalp, I would say a 5 minute is a decent time frame. And the reason I say a 5 minute is good because, for instance, on a lower time frame here, on the 1 minute you might have gotten faked out. And then also to take like a little bit of trend alignment into play, as to say, okay, this trend line break is quite nice because we've already had 1 touch, we had 2 touch, we had 3 touch. So one of these bounces at one stage is going to be the liquidity dump. Okay, and what I'm talking about, the liquidity dump, is that like trendline traders or retail, they pull this, they start off their day and they're trying to buy. So at one stage, it's just gonna nuke them. All right, so this is very clean, and then just to have like some type of plan. The issue is the guys get these trendline break trades, but they don't know what they're targeting. So this is where you need to go and figure out, do I use my super trend to maybe trail my stops as it goes down in profit? So to try and gain the maximum, putting your super trend say on a 1.25 factor, trying to capitalize the move. Do you go for your 1-to-1? Let's say you even took it there. Do you go for a 1-to-1? Like, what is that's the thing. And then to also say, okay, what are you looking for? If you are bullish, you ideally want to look for counter trend line breaks. If you are bearish, you're also looking for counter trend line breaks like this. So if I'm bullish, I don't necessarily want to buy this. I rather want to wait for some type of counter trend break. Let's say something like this. And why do I want a counter trend line break? Because again, similar to what we talked about, the liquidity, there's that build up of people trying to short it. And then once I get that break, I'm expecting volume. All right. If I'm not getting volume, I can quickly kill the trade. But once you break, you want to see volume. So play around with it, my brother. There's no right or wrong in trading. I think people try and stereotype trading to a large degree. Trading is a little bit of an art form. You can't really put anything 100% in a box. So young 3-touch. Alrighty, Keeks, but if your life depended on it and you had to give one trading signal right now, what would it be? Think about it, don't rush it, and don't say, oh, there's nothing. It's life or death.
Nasdaq.
Right here. Right here, Keeks.
You could there. I don't know if that would be my A position.
It's life or death, yeah.
Yeah,
You have to.
Nasdaq.
Selling it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Life or death here, Keeks. You want to sell? Yeah, Kiki.
Yeah.
Is that your nest?
No, this is gold.
Show me your nest. You really want to sell this? Nice though. Okay. So this 5 closes bearish. So this 5, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay. I see what you're saying there, Kiki. I see what you're saying there. But yeah, guys, I think that is the session. I don't expect much during London. I see what Kiki is seeing there. I don't think it's wrong. I do think once we start to trade into this zone here, alright, things can very quickly turn down. Alright, there's literally almost no volume in that area. There's a vacuum.
I can't agree with young money.
There's a volume vacuum there, so it could really, really shit the bed inside there. Let me see gold. Gold is sexy, alright. Sexy little beast, yeah. Nothing there. Nothing there.
Chris is on a mission to find a trade.
No, I'm just checking. This thing also has room to the downside. Yeah, Keeks, thanks so much, my brother. I think that was good.
Guys. Not much on the charts, unfortunately, but we move.
No, Brian, I'm not longing it. No, I'm just holding the coins. Like, there's no need for me to. I'm just waiting for that next 40% dump, and then I'll load it up. Just increase my cost basis.
Oh, there goes, man.
But it's definitely helping with the tax issue, though. So, kind of good. Alrighty, Chad. We're gonna see you guys tomorrow morning. Prodigy, we'll see you guys this afternoon, and then Saturday for the boot camp. If you want to join, now's a good time. Saturday boot camp with Prodigy members. But Chad, I'll see you a little bit later. Prodigy, peace.
Cheers, guys.
Ice keep pouring and the drink keep flowing. Try to brush it off, but it keep on going. Covered in scars and I can't help showing. Whipping in the foreign and the tears keep blowing. Ice keep dropping and the drink keep flowing. Try to brush it off, but it keep on going. All these scars can't help from showing. Whipping in the foreign and the tears keep blowing. Yeah, I fall down to my core. Ooh, I fall apart. Down to my core. Ooh, didn't know it before. Surprised when you call me up, girl. Hardest damn jewelry I bought. You was my shorty, I thought. Ooh, I fall down to my core. I fall down to my We're just waiting here for you, for your fire. Your faith can move the mountains. Let the mountains move. We come with expectation. We're waiting here for you. Waiting here for you. You're the Lord of all creation, and still you know my heart. The author of salvation, you've loved me from the start. Yeah. With our hands lifted high in praise, and it's you we adore, singing on. Lord,